Oh, welcome back. So, we were going to play on Bronzebeard and continue on with our Shaman today. However, they decided to merge the servers today and it broke the game. So, we can't even log on, even if we wanted to. So, we're going to play some CoA today. I'm not sure what class we're going to play. I don't know if it's going to be the Stormbringer, the Pyromancer, the Ranger. Like, I don't know. I put some stuff in there. There's a couple classes that we don't have leveled up yet that I put on there. We could do Pyromancer, Stormbringer, Primalist, which we don't have, or Necromancer, which we don't have. So there's these right here that we could pull, and that's kind of the classes. I'm thinking we could get Pyromancer and just start doing dungeons and trying to level the Pyromancer. We could get Stormbringer, same thing, or we could get Primalist or Necromancer. Those two, we would have to try and start one on there and try and do that. As you can see over here, let me move this out of the way just a tad bit. As you can see right here, Devin and I are starting our hardcore run on there so that when he's able to play, we can stream that for you guys as we try to tackle on the dungeon duo team. So let's go ahead and spin it around. And what do we get? Looks like we are building a Primalist today. So we're going to go ahead and remove that in case we decide to play this class or this spec again here. So we're going to go here. On CoA, we have way more Alliance characters than we do Horde. So we're gonna go Horde. It could be Orc, Tarn, or Troll. I know I've given the Tarns a lot of grief. But they are actually doing pretty decent. I'm surprised. But y'all know me. I like how fast the orcs can level. We're going Primalist, which is kind of a shaman class. And I tell you what, we will even go tank just to kind of keep it a little bit sane as far as that goes. So we're going to be going Mountain King, defend allies as an immovable force of nature, dealing area of effect damage with earthquakes and protecting yourself with earth and might. So that's the type we are going to go. So it's kind of fitting that we couldn't play our Shaman, but we kind of get a similar effect with the Primalist. So looks like they are looking out for that. We're going to call this guy Shammy Wannabe. Let's do it. Shammy Wannabe. There we go. So, got him. We'll just sit here and hit random appearance until we see one that we kind of like. Not that it matters. We're going to be wearing gear. Man, that works. All right, boom. Go with transmog. Go with this. Go with that. Go with all right. Now, in case you guys don't know, this was actually one of the very first servers that we really kind of got into. We've got builds up for the Pyromancer, for the Ranger, for the Stormbringer, for the Sun Cleric. We had been in the process of getting some of the other builds done too. Yeah, I mean, we'll... Actually, this is going to go over here. They need to get rid of this bug report tool, in my opinion. All right, let's get stuff up and running here. Let's go profiles. Here, as you can see, we've played a lot of characters, like a lot. Ooh, Bronzebeard is on here now. Let's go. Is Mage Man on here? Druid, Green Mage, doesn't look like he is. Interesting that some of the Bronzebeard stuff is on here. Oh, well, I mean, I guess Bronzebeard was on this server. My bad. I was thinking the other one. So we actually just want to go here. Boom. Okay, 4. This is a heal. Okay. So then we want to pull you up. We want to go move. So this is a class that is, if you like if you like shamans, this is the class that's going to get you the closest to it, right? So there is always that. Let's go wardrobe first real quick. I know exactly. We had like 800 in-game currency. So like we're going to do this guy. And then just because I think it will be fun, we're going to go the Stormhammers. Or, I mean, here's the thing. Like, we could do that, or let's go back to sets real quick. We could do, like, I got this set, but that doesn't feel very shamanistic to me. There's this one. I like this one. Let's go that. That feels fun. It's lightning based, so not really the way we would do this, but like I've got this set now, we've got this set, we've got the druid set, fire set, we got this one. We got the warlock set. That's the actual chamois set. But we'll stick to this one for now. So and then we can go here, filter, heirlooms. We are able to dual wield weapons, I believe. Are we able to do swords? What about daggers? Nope. But swords, yes. So we're gonna go scroll down. Ooh, we gotta take heirlooms off first. Where is it? Here it is. Deliver that. Deliver this. Then we go back over to heirlooms. We want to go here. We want to go the preened iron feather stuff, I believe is what we can wear. Or no. Are we able to wear the polished stuff? Yeah, it says we can. Okay. We're going tank, so I'm not 100% sure what stats we actually will end up needing. I don't know if strength is the way we need to go. I don't know if it's int or dex or we don't know yet. We got to wait till we get to 10. But in the meantime, we're just going to go ahead and pop all of this on because it's going to give us a ton of stamina, a bunch of strength in case we need that. We want the 2 swords. Because we can't dual wield these hammers because it's main hand only for that hammer. If I find out that we have another hammer that we can do, I'll do it. But see, we got all the way to the cloak, so we need the gauntlets, helmet, pants, shoulders. Okay. Then we need both rings. No, can't do it. Okay. Now we can open that, which gives us this ring and this ring. Because, like, this hammer, I think, is also main hand, isn't it? Yeah, main hand. So we don't have 2 hammers that we can wield. Are we able to do wands? That's going to be our offhand. So let's just go boom, boom. And then just get the rest of this equipped. And then we still need our trinkets, which we want to go with this one here because it gives us health. I have a feeling that we will switch over to the what you call it. Let's see here. Heirlooms off. I want the gate. Fell infused gateway. Deliver. Go. Don't need you. And then all that's sellable for now. Okay. Shift P. Let's get all the rest of our stuff up here. We want the Wondrous Wisdom Ball. We want to go with this. Go into wardrobe. Make sure that... Is it cosmetics? Yeah, we want the loot on. So that our book acts as a loot bot for us. Looks like we have mail. And I'm not sure why. Hold up. No, won't let us delete it. Let's delete this. Just go. Well, it won't let me open all. Interesting. Okay, that goes down there. Tabard we don't need. And then now can I delete these? Oh, that one's stuck. Okay, whatever. All right. Go ahead and start getting some quests, and let's get grooving and moving on this. All right. The question is have they fixed the class quests? Because, like, at one point, we couldn't do class quests for a while. Dang, look how close you got to be for melee or for ranged on this. Or maybe we were just out of sight, maybe. We get mana back pretty darn fast. For the challenge that Devin and I are doing, he is going tank, I'm going heals. He is gone Witch Doctor, or Witch Hunter, sorry, Witch Hunter for the tank. I'm going Sun Cleric, mainly because I want to see the differences that the Sun Cleric has now. Because there's been a lot of changes since the last time we played on this server versus playing on Bronzebeard. There we go. Just need one more Pigo. We're already level 2. Click the book, see if we get any new stuff. Oh, we don't even have money. We need money. Lots and lots of money. Okay. I remember the last time we played on here, it wasn't costing us money to level up skills and get new skills and whatnot. So that's definitely a change. Also, since we've stopped playing, they've added the new areas. They've added the 2 new dungeons. They've changed up how skills work, what skills you get when. I mean, lots and lots of changes on... Excuse me, on here. Strange flower. There is still world forged items. There's not as much on this server, obviously, as there is on Bronzebeard, because Bronzebeard also has the world forged items that give you the mystic enchants. There are no mystic enchants on CoA, so that's a little different as well. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of differences between the two, but they're not like super crazy differences. You know, mystic enchants change your builds on Bronzebeard, whereas over here, since there aren't mystic enchants, it's really not about changing your build. It's more about figuring out what combination works for you in terms of your talents along with skills. So there is that. All right, we are waiting for Sarkov, which is a level 5 dude, or level 5 quest anyway. Waiting for that to hit us and spawn. Get me a water. So, all good. It's been a hot minute since we've been back. I will say, most likely the server is still about as dead as it used to be. Haven't really seen any... Here, while we're waiting, we're just going to take out Scorpions. Really haven't seen much in the way of another player yet. Chat is pretty much dead, which is kind of a bummer, because that also means that doing dungeons is going to be probably non-existent. Mana storms are probably about the only way we can level on this server now. And I don't see anybody trying to do any mana storms, so... Come on. Oh, there he is. Then we'll heal up real fast. And then we're just going to smack the ever-living daylights out of this guy. Oh. Almost got us to level 3 just waiting on him. We'll hit 3 when we turn it in, which is good. Level 3, way to go. I'm curious to know if this server has the rested buff just like Bronzebeard does. That would be interesting to get the rested buff and to get the food buff. We'll figure that out as we get towards Orgrimmar. But yeah, I mean, who knows? Now, I will say, this server has always been just a tad bit easier. Love that armor, bud. Love that armor. This server has always been just a tad bit easier to level on. Whatever gives us the most amount of money, because we don't need gear. Elemental Fury, that's our class quest. Good to know that that's still going. 25, 37, thank you. The Elemental Fury gets turned in right over there. We're going to pick up this food piece here. Run over here, pick up your quest. Pick up your quest. That gave us to level 4. Run over here and grab his quest, that quest there, and then we've got his quest up over that way. This is the new zone. Okay, we'll do this first half of the quest here. I think I'm starting to see some people, like actual players, not just us. Like, the whole reason we had stopped playing this server to go over to Bronzebeard was because they had announced that Bronzebeard and CoA were going to be going live roughly at about the same time. And so we were like, oh, that's cool. We can do both, right? We'll play a little bit of Bronzebeard, and then when CoA drops, we'll play some CoA. And CoA has just been slowly pushed and pushed. And now it feels like it's at, like, the testing ground for what's going to go live before it goes live. You know what I mean? Which is dumb because this server is has way less people on it now because CoA went live first. Had CoA not gone live first, or not CoA, had Bronzebeard not gone live, we would have been in a position where this server would be a little bit more full. And honestly, had it gone live before Bronzebeard, I think Bronzebeard would be in the similar boat where not too many people were playing Bronzebeard or caring about Bronzebeard, you know? But the sad fact is that this server is kind of feeling like it's the back burner now. Hopefully it goes live soon. It would be nice because that would give this a huge influx of people. Because I think it's a more popular server. The problem is with all the custom classes that they've done, there's just so much work going in trying to get it all balanced and fleshed out better. On the plus side, that means that it is doing better, but oh man, we missed. We're level 4. We should have plenty of skills to get now. Rage, Tank, Wild Claw, Primal Rush. That's at level 8. Okay. So, generates 10% maximum mana and 20 rage, plus an additional 2 rage and 6 mana every 2 seconds. That one's good. This is a melee skill. This is a charge skill. So let's do it this way. I'd rather have that as, well, actually, I'd rather have charge as 0, and then that will be when we are waiting on cooldown for that. Or needing more rage for it, whichever happens to be the case. So, like, for example, let's target this guy here. We can go charge. And we're out of rage. There's no peon over here, but there are more scorpids, so... There we go. 2 more Scorpids, and we need 1 more peon to complete that quest. I'll bet you by the time we get over that tree, that peon will be asleep. Apples. We still need 2 more apples. Here's 1. There's our last peon. Okay. So now we need 1 more apple, 2 more Scorpid tails, and then we still got to go do the Vile Familiars. So we got to go the other direction anyway. Come on, get up the stupid hill. And then we'll come back and we'll turn all this stuff in. Money, money. Man, I tell you what, it was terrible last night. Got down to 22 degrees out where I live. Absolutely terrible. Wow, that makes you go way past the target. Okay. 6 more Vile Familiars. Look at that. That made us run backwards. What? Three more. One more. Like, it needs to be more consistent. Like, it needs to be like the charge that warriors get, where I charge to the target, not just run forward a little. Like, that's the way I look at it, is it needs to be to the target. Because if I'm tanking, right, in a dungeon, and I click on the thing that I'm, the group area, whatever, and I charge, but I either A, don't make it to that target, and I still have to run forward and then start using more abilities, or, I mean, it's nice as a movement skill, but this one's not that great. Or what it needs to do is only be active when I'm within range, and then only go to the target, right? Like, that's kind of the way I look at this. Let's go turn this in to this guy. We can pick up the next quest. $76. Okay, that's level 5. $13. What? What the? Yeah, stop dancing like that, bro. That's number one. What did they add to this game, bro? Let's see. Okay. So we've got these quests here, and then we have everything to start over here. Well, it was like really cold on my footsies. But yeah, it got down to 22 degrees last night. And man, I tell you what, the space heater that, you know, I'm thankful my sister gave me a space heater because the room I'm in is quite technically and literally a garage. It's not built for someone to be living in. But it was so cold last night. For whatever reason, I could not, that room just could not get warm. And it was whoo boy. It was you ever fallen asleep and been able to go and see your breath? Like it was I had to sleep in the living room yesterday. It was no good. So we will see. Hey, what's up? Who is you? You're a warrior? No, barbarian? Barbarian. Not warrior. Warrior's not a class here. Here's going to be the downside. This thing isn't going to spawn as fast as the other one on Bronzebeard. There he is. Okay, got that. Now we just need the blade, the burning blade medallion, rather. I will say one of the things that we have noticed, when it comes to when I was playing with Devin on the Sun Cleric, one of the things that I have noticed is that the Sun Cleric now has its own self-buffing aura. It didn't have that the last time we played it. So you actually now have an aura. It's only for yourself. It does not affect other characters, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. All right, we are waiting for this dude to spawn so we can take him out, and then we'll actually be able to just hearth out of here to turn all these quests in. There he is. And then, like I said, we can just boop, hearth on out. As long as that thing doesn't aggro to us, we're all right. Joink. This brings us to the Valley of Trials. We can turn all this in once they all load up. And then we get to start the new area for these guys, and then we're out of here. Okay. 39, 26. Yep, this one. Whatever gives us the most amount of money. That's all we're focused on. Because as soon as we hit 10, so in 4 levels, as soon as we hit 10, we're going to pick the tank class and try to figure out what stats we need to do and what kind of gear can get us there that we have as heirloom. So that's kind of where we're sitting at right now. Let's see. So the first quest that we get over here is to take out 3 little masks. Then we come over here to the new dungeon that they create, or the like new little. I mean, technically it's a dungeon without being like an instanced dungeon. And then from there, we come back up here, take out a bunch of stuff, run over here, talk to this guy, run back over here, take out another chick, and then run back over here, turn it in, and run out of here. So we've got like 3, 4 quests left, somewhere around there, maybe 5. So hopefully we can get closer to level 8. The way is shut. Tiki masks. So we're gonna open up this one. Can I get it before he takes it out? Or is he doing a challenge? Got it. That does give us rage, which is nice. There you go, Pyromancer. Oh no, Fellsworn. My bad. Fellsworn. I saw the fireball. I just guessed. My bad. I'm sorry. See, and like this is the crazy thing is I've been playing Bronzebeard for so long that now it's going to be weird trying to refigure out what every class is just by staring at it. Also, I don't think we have... Do we have high risk here? These are the challenges. I can't even click the button to find out if we have high risk. Not that we could do high risk until level 15 anyway. What? That was weird. I guess because I used a skill to get in here, it didn't process properly. I think what I like about the Primalist, in terms of like spell casting and what have you, is it's like the Shaman. You get what is it? Is it Wrath? No, it might be Wrath. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. But you get one ranged skill relatively early on. Shaman is Lightning Bolt. My bad. So you get Lightning Bolt like right off the rip, right? And then you'll get like Chain Lightning, and you'll get your totems and things of that nature. But you really just get stuck with Lightning Bolt for a really long while. You don't really get any Earth type abilities or Air type abilities, or Fire type abilities aside from your totems. And then when you finally do get something, it's because you're going, tank for Bronzebeard, so you actually get a new skill thanks to a Mystic enchant that gives you Earth and Spike. But it's really melee that takes the cap there in terms of how a Shaman feels. This guy's like, hey, we are, you want to go Spellcaster? We are an Earthen Spellcaster. We're we're basically a shaman that went, hey, we are the guardians of the earth, so we need to only pay attention to earth and style magics. And so that's what you get. You get a bunch of earth skills relatively early on. So it's pretty neat. Like, just the differences that they do. There we go. Oh. Now we're waiting for the big guy. Sinister Lair. Can't go through that portal, but waiting for the guy there. We can level that up. Boon of the Bear. Increases your melee and ranged attack power by 10% and melee haste by 10%. So we want that. So like Turtle increases your armor by 195, reduces your damage taken by 3%, and causes you to deal 3 nature damage to melee attack. Ooh. This is if we were going Spellcaster or melee DPS. This is 100% the tank, and I'm sure there's a boon that we'll get eventually for healing. Not that we're going healing. I have a feeling that Felsworn literally ran down here to beat us to this so that he could take out the serpent while we were taking out the snakes, bats, and spiders. So this is your spellcasting, this is your healing, this is your tank, this is your melee. So technically we haven't really gotten anything aside from Boon of the Turtle. And our rage generator. I wish the vent on this thing was lower so that I could put it on the ground and it would blow heat to my feet. What are they talking about? I don't know. There we go. Now we get to run all the way back to the tippy top. So we can turn in these 2 quests now that they're done. I really like this outfit. And I hope... Here's what's kind of made me a little mad, is we've got all the outfits we've unlocked on Bronzebeard since it's gone live, we have on this server. I don't know if Bronzebeard... I know for a fact Bronzebeard doesn't have any of the outfits that we've unlocked on CoA on its side. So it's like, why does this server get everything on live, but live doesn't get everything on this server? That kind of frustrates me a little. All right, 7, 6, 6, 7. All right, 7, 5, 7, 790. Okay. There we go. Level 7.5, almost level 8. We're doing good. I feel like we're progressing pretty efficiently. I'm not moving. Level 9 barbarian. Come on. Okay. Now we have to run down here to report to this dude, to then run back up here. Okay. Armor set's pretty dope. I like this. Yoink. Yoink. Excuse me. Yeah, I went through the process of getting, title and thumbnail and all that stuff done to be able to play on Bronzebeard so that we could work on our Shaman tank. And as soon as I clicked on it, there's an error because they've merged the two realms. And I guess they're still doing work on it, but instead of just leaving the realm down for a while until they got it all working, they're like, oh no, we're just gonna turn everything on, like you can log in, but we're gonna make it seem like everybody's locked out of being able to log on. So on Discord, it's literally just, I can't play, I can't play, I can't play. It's like, that's what you get for not going about that somewhat the right way. Alright, so we basically just have those two quests left. We gotta take out 5 of these dudes, and we gotta take out the witch, and then we're done with Valley of Trials. One of the things that we've been doing on Bronzebeard is as soon as we finish the Valley of Trials, we would use our travel permit to say go to Tristful Glades and come over here to Death Knell and do all of Death Knell so that we open up here. And then if we got done with that and we still weren't, at least level 10 or whatever, we could come out to Mulgore and do all that. I don't really feel like doing all that. If we got to go do other quest areas, we can do that without needing to do the starter areas. There are some really cool quests in the starter areas now, but yeah, Light, I'm on CoA because Bronzebeard wasn't working when I tried to get on Bronzebeard earlier. They've merged the server with Malfurion, and the server's broke. That's putting it nicely, so I figure until it gets fixed, or at least for today, we'll come back over here to CoA. I let a wheel decide what the heck race we were, or class we were going to play. It picked Primalist out of the options that I gave it, so that's what we're working on. And smack. Alright, there we go. Oh, and somebody already took her out. Okay. Fun times. I'll bet you it was that barbarian. And I'll bet you he's running like a potion of XP, most likely, or an aura of experience, which we should have bought one of those too, now that I'm thinking about it, but we'll. Hold on. We just need one more of those dudes, and then we can go sit at the witch. I know there's like one more. Yeah, there we go. There's one more right here. Usually I don't have to fight this one. There's all 5. And away we go over here. Stupid dogs barking at each other. Somebody's probably walking their dog next to the house, and the dog's in the house. We're like, another animal. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, no idea. Alright, just waiting on a stupid witch to spawn. I can't remember if there's anything over there. I don't think there is. Yeah, there's nothing over there. Dang, you're already level 10? Yeah, he's got the aura of XP. I like his book. Necrotic Book of Ascension. Pretty dope looking. Come on. Sometime today. There we go. Done. And just for giggles, we're gonna come grab the 2 World Forged items that are up here. There's really no reason to do this aside from money. Jump, jump, jump. And then fall down. Wahoo! And then we want to jump. Made it. Okay. Don't miss. Thank you. And then we are going to jump. Hit. Hit. Gosh darn it. Oh well. There's a way to jump off this dang bridge. I've done it before. I don't know why it's not letting me do it now. It's weird. Oh well. We'll just do this. Come up over here. Come over here. Yay-hoo! And now, we just have to go back. Actually, we could, well, no, we got 10 minutes left on that hearth. Never mind. We'll just run back to town. We're good. Oh. Let's see here. Then we get to just run right off the edge. And we've got our turn in right here, and then we are done with this area.
Blood and thunder. Lothar. Brawl.
Okay, we are now level 8. We've got Seismic Spike. Awesome. Geode Barrage. Got a rank up there. Nice. So this is bring forth massive stalagmite from the ground beneath the enemy and up to 4 enemies, dealing 45 nature injuries. So this right now is now our primary attack. We no longer really need this anymore. We also have Protective Roar. Roar with the Noble Tenacity, generating 20 rage and granting 10% increased maximum health to allies within 30 yards for 12 seconds. This is a 2-minute cooldown, so we got to be careful on that. Next major rank up at level 10, we get Boon of the Hawk. Increases your spell haste by 10%, reduces the cost of spells by 10%, and causes you to regenerate 2% of maximum health every 5 seconds. So it seems like every class now is getting these buffs instead of it being a spell, if that makes sense. Which is pretty neat that they've changed it that way. This is garbage. We can't sell it. First thing we're gonna do is we're going to run up here. I'd hoped that the cart was going to be here and we would just take the cart up. But we're going to pick up the... we're going to make the inn our home. We're going to pick up the cracking eggs and the cloth quests. We'll quickly do the stay a while and listen nonsense. If I could English today. We get both of those, and then, or we do those three, pick up those 2 quests, do the 3rd quest so that we just get a little bit of XP, and then hopefully the cart will be back by then, so that we can just take the cart down there to run to Sinjin Village. It just makes things a little bit faster. I thought about doing... it won't let me show both of these equipped at the same time. But that would have been neat if I could have found a suit that would have fit that. But yeah, there you go. So now you can see it. No. Did we grab this? We'll have to see if we grabbed that later. Ghastly remnants. Like, that looks dope. I just wish it had a really good back piece. Dupe. Like, this actually fits the set that we're wearing, too, without having any lightning to it. There's our druid. That kind of goes. Excuse me. All right. We come over here, talk to Chef. What's up, Chef? We're picking up your quest. Then we're going to go... we actually need the innkeeper real quick. And then we're going to go grab that quest. And then we'll run up that tower and talk to him to do that part of the quest. Let's see. This is all... This has an 8-second cooldown, so... We're about to see how badly I messed up by getting rid of the rock throw for now. Oop, gotta make it the end. And then we can turn in that guy's quest too.
Speak, friend.
Kids should be getting home soon.
What do you need?
Oh, there we go. I have to say that by far, this is the greatest snack that I've ever had. It's like a staple growing up. My mom used to make this all the time. It's just like a quick snack to have. And all it is cream, cheese, and diced olives. I think you put it on a cracker. And it's so delicious. Probably not the healthiest thing for you. But I tell you what, it tastes good. I fell.
Strength and honor.
But I could pop this to get some rage. I could pop that to get some rage. This gives us rage. And then we want to run up there and do the stay a while and listen quest real fast. And then start running towards Sinjin and hope that the cart is back. Now here's the thing about the stay a while and listen quest. You ask him the first question, let it roll over to the next little dialogue part that he'll start saying, and then you can talk to him again and say, yeah, I'm done listening to you. And you still get the XP for it.
Strength and honor. Loktar.
So the cart already left. We can go to this dude and at least get our mount.
For the Horde. Go forth to victory. May your blades never dull. For the Horde. Loktar.
Up.
Be safe.
As far as mounts go, I want to do this guy. Because that just looks awesome. Alright. Now we get to come down here. We go to Sinjin Village. We're going to pick up a whole bunch of quests that are just going to be all around here anyway. This is how we're going to get to level 10 so that we can pick our spec. There's the cart. I don't want to wait on it, though. Whew. So good. Now, I don't know if we're going to be able to do dungeons. I don't. The last time we played this server, it was a little rough trying to get dungeons because of how few people were playing. Watching chat, it looks like it's gotten worse. I wouldn't be surprised if some of the raiding guilds that were still on this server are not on. The only reason I think people are getting on this server is when um, the content creators, who should call it, the developers, the moderators, whatever, when they are giving away DP, a lot of those events have been on this server to test things. So we'll see how that pans out. But problem is nobody's willing to pay for the server to come over here. So if you don't already have it, they're kind of just wasting their time, in my opinion. So we'll see. I don't know. I really hope that CoA drops soon. Because I really liked this server. I like all the unique classes. There's 21 unique classes, each with a unique, like, mechanic. You know what I mean? Go there. Oh. So, it kind of works. I had hoped that this was going to be more spammable, but with a 8-second, shows a cooldown with other seismic spells. So I couldn't even pop it and say like Geo Barrage, because these share the same cooldown. Watch. No, I guess not. So I could spam. Okay. Well then, we'll do it this way. We'll be a temporary spellcaster. So somebody's already been out here. It'll give us an easy time to complete this part of the quest, but I also need it for getting the cloth pieces. That generates rage. This generates rage. Oh, he thinks his mount's all special, does he? Little do you know, I have the better mount. Go 5 of 8. Just need 3 more. Keep up that rage as best as we can. There we go. There we go. Got all 8 pieces of the scrap cloth. These 2 quests now done. We can mount up. We're about to hit level 9. Uh-oh. That quest is supposed to bump up to where we're at. That's a problem. Oh well. Okay. Now you guys know the drill. Like we come out here. Oh, there we go. Level up. There's 9. But we come out and we grab this guy first, and then we just kind of stick to the water because we can get basically all 4 of these guys in one fell swoop. Take out the ones that are near us. I wish we had an instant cast, like, ranged skill. That would make this a lot easier. 2 of 4. As long as we keep up this rate, we should be alright. Come on. Especially since we're trying to go tank, I wish we had more, like, instant casts that are mid to long range for tauntability purposes. Because the happening to stop the cast is kind of annoying. So hopefully when we assign ourselves as a tank at level 10, we get something good skill-wise. Now, I have to say, Primalist, I have not worked on. I tried to make a caster way back when I first started playing with Devin, and I was just like, ugh, this is terrible caster. And so I got deleted it and gave up on it. But now, I mean, obviously we're doing this for stream. But I was never much of a Primalist back then, so I don't even think I got to level 10, to be honest. We just need one more. Okay, now we need eggs, tigers, and trolls. Is what we're after. Mm-hmm. I can tell you, melee seems like it would be a lot of fun so far. Caster also feels like it might be a little bit of fun. We need one more pelt, 2 more eggs. Okay. We need one more egg, and then we can go do the trolls. And I know exactly where the egg is. It's right up over here. There's also a World Forged item there, and then we're just going to book it for over here and start doing trolls, Zalzane, the whole 9 yards. I wish one of these was longer range, though. There we go. Now, I will say we are able... Yeah. Sorry, I was looking at chat down here. We are able to take on more than, like, one thing. I've been playing a little too cautiously, I think, so we may be able to speed this up a little bit with the trolls so that we can take out, you know, maybe 2 or 3 at a time. And see how well that works. Past you. Not bad. I wish we had some more threat generation just so that we could use our skills a little bit better. And we just use a healing spell. And we're right back in it. There we go. The thing that's doing the most amount of damage to me, though, is the Voodoo Troll's lightning armor, or whatever you want to call it. What is this? Yeah, lightning shield. That does the most amount of damage to me. The rest of these are not doing anything to us. There we go. And see, I have no idea if we're supposed to be using, like, a sword and shield or, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what our actual spec is supposed to be. So I'm kind of just flying by the seat of my pants here as a primalist. I know that we can dual wield. I don't know if that's very tanky for us. Okay, all those quests are now done, so we can mount up, get the heck back over to town. This, by the way, is technically a flying mount, even though we don't have access to flying in this game. I just thought it was really cool. We're a light. I originally got the armor set because I wanted to have something that was more lightning based for our Stormbringer. So I got this set. And then I was like, the mount's pretty dope. And then when we made this guy, I was like, I don't really have an armor set that just screams Primalist. At least you guys get to see it in its flying phase, even though it's in the water. But I think it's a dope mount. And I really like the set, too.
What you want? Okie dokie. See ya later. Come get the food.
There we go, level 10. So yeah, strength, stamina, great. It's what we're wearing. Move stone and turn the earth, wielding two powerful weapons to defend you and your allies. So we are a dual wielder. There's the Windwalker, which is melee. Invoke the power of Azeroth's great beast to maul your enemies or become a powerful totemic warrior. There's Life, which is a melee damage dealer, support class. Funnel your raging nature to heal and bolster your allies. Requires strength and intellect. That one's going to be a rough class to be a healer on. Thank God I wasn't planning to do that for Devin and I's challenge. And then there's Geomancy, which is summon the power of the earth from the depths of Azeroth to unleash devastating magic upon your enemies. So we get, we're going Mountain King here. We get Primalist Mountain King, reduces the mana cost of Seismic Crash by 10% and removes the cast time of Seismic Spike. Reduces the damage taken by 10%, but reduces damage dealt by 10%. Reduces the chance to be critically struck by melee and ranged attacks by 6%. We're also going to get Mountain Hammer. It's a throwable. 1 minute cooldown. Throw a hammer at an enemy, dealing 105 nature damage and stunning them for 3.5 seconds. That would be great for PvP. Not so good for us. Maybe bosses. I don't know. And then we get Quake for 8 mana, 2 charges with an 8-second recharge time. Stomp the ground, dealing weapon damage plus 20 nature damage to up to 25 targets within 8 seconds. This probably is going to be our biggest way to grab aggro. Holy cow, look at that list. So we already got the level 10 Seismic Crash. Yay. We did get Gaze of Theridus, taunts our enemy, so we can put... Yeah, save changes. That's what we want. So now we have that requiring... let's go. This apparently no longer has a cast time, so we can throw this everywhere. Generates 3 rage per target struck. That's good. So yeah. Alright. Sounds good. Not a whole lot we can do with that yet. But like we could do Mana Storms. Got to be level 15 to do that, so we do actually have access to that. Nice. Okay. How you doing, man? 71 and 11. Do that one. Open all that. I need a bender so we can empty out our bags. And we're done with this area, so hurrah. Okay, there we go. Alright, so this right here is our taunt. I always like putting taunts there, so that roar will go there. This is a throwable rage skill. We'll put that on 7 for now. Oh, that was not what I wanted to do. Good thing this has a quick cooldown. And now we're off to grab shinies on our way back. This is probably my favorite mount now. Just saying. It's gonna suck that it's not gonna be on Bronzebeard. I may have to spend the actual money to get this whole setup for our shaman on Bronzebeard, because I really like this mount and I really like the armor set. I think it looks way better than the actual druid armor set. But like, look at how much, like, we just hit level 10, right? We had that barbarian that was level 10 when we were like level 7. And we haven't seen them since. So there's a high probability that they're, you know, 13, 14, whatever, and they're just pushing through content way faster than us, which is fine. But like, that's the difference between the aura of XP that gives you like 150% more XP versus the potion of XP, which is only 50. Plus, the aura is until your character hits max level, so it's just a permanent buff. Whereas the potions, you have to buy multiple of those in order to even use them effectively. Alright, so now we get to turn everything in, pick up all the next quests, move in and groove in. We're level 10, 5 more levels to go, and we can try to queue for dungeons as a tank. Whoop. Yum, yum. Glug, glug.
What do you need?
And up here, turn this in, then we fall down, grab the water quest. Be all good. This quest just takes us to the Barrens, so I don't really care about doing that. Jump. So the downside is if you cut too fast, you just fall.
Blood and thunder.
If you cut too late, you yeet yourself off the tower, so both are no good. Come to this guy, get his quest. His quests are actually dungeon quests, so we don't need that. We've got the bobblehead for that when we get to dungeons. So. Shinies will go turn in later. I always just like half expect one of these to open up and give us a Mystic Enchant. Okay. Let's go turn this in just because it's a very simple quest to do. You just have to talk to 5 people, go, hey, have a drink of my gross groundwater. I mean, clear, sparkling, crystal, purified water. Like, let's not tell you that it's from the ground, in a dirt pile. It's clean mountain spring water. So you like talk to this person here, have a drink of water. You look a little thirsty. Lord knows what contaminants are in there. Alright, turn this in. 1 silver, 1 silver. 7474, so it doesn't matter. Alright, now we're gonna go do encroachment, or vanquish the betrayers and encroachment. Now, here's a fun fact. If you guys don't know this, the reason why this quest is called Vanquish the Betrayers is if you actually understand the story of line of what's going on and why the Horde becomes the Horde, is there's a tentative pact that's made after Thrall gets released from imprisonment, before he becomes war chief, right? There's this tentative pact where the Horde kind of comes over here to this side of the continent and goes, hey, this is going to just be our area. We're going to stick to ourselves. We're going to be over here. We're not going to do anything. You can leave us alone. But then the humans are like, we don't trust you. So they build this, like, little castles everywhere that the Horde is to kind of keep an eye on them. And then, I forget what the real catalyst is, but something happens to where, and I don't know if it was the Alliance that started it or if it was the Horde that started it, but whoever started it, they cause the Horde to go, hey, wait a minute. Come on, all three of you. But the Horde ends up retaliating. Then the Alliance retaliates from there. And it's just from that point forward, it's a really, it's a never-ending cycle of just retaliation. And what's crazy is both sides have like this dynamic that goes on inside their own factions that if the other faction was to really look at them and go, that's kind of messed up, dude. Like, they wouldn't be at war with each other. They would be trying to help figure out a peaceful resolution. I mean, at least I would think that they would want to try and find a peaceful resolution for both sides. And that was kind of the way we had hoped War Within was going to be. Is that they would be like, oh, you guys have problems, we have problems. How about instead of fighting each other, we kind of team up to take down this big bad who's trying to use those problems against us, right? But that's not really what happens, and it's kind of a bummer because it in my opinion, would have made WoW a little bit better of a storyline. And like, look at Ascension, for example, right? The neat thing with Ascension is you could be Horde, you could be Alliance, and yet you're still going to go clear dungeons together. You're still going to go do raids together. You're still going to go do battlegrounds together. So it just shows that there is a way to make it where everyone can be together, yet separate. I can tell you this, if Blizzard was to figure out that secret sauce to where it doesn't matter if you're Horde or Alliance, you can play with your friends who are whatever faction, I think it would make it a lot more fun. Somebody's in here because they just took out a whole bunch of dudes. I mean, if you're just gonna stand there, bud. Like, don't stand in a place you're trying to get to and AFK it. Boink. Okay. Need 3 more of these guys. Come on. I need 1 more of those, and I need 2 more of the other dudes. Don't dodge me, bruh. Alright, that quest is now done. We can now mount up. And we're just going to run straight across and start doing this. Well, it sounds like sister and some of the kiddos are home. It is 3:30. It's right about the time I was originally going to stop streaming, but seeing as I tried my very best to be able to play Bronzebeard today, and that plan fell through. I probably waited longer than I should have, but I was hoping that it would just start working. Of course, it's probably working just fine now. Just kind of a bummer. Come on. LOS. Oh, yeah. I mean, had these guys been able to go around the corner like I wanted them to, that would have been a sweet LOS pull. Okay, take out this guy. No, we're just going to take out all 3 of these dudes right off the rip. Oh, this class is starting to feel super good. I'm really starting to like this. We are level 11, so we get to come over here and get Quake. Oop, that was not what I wanted to do. I meant to move it. Alright. So, Boulder Dash. Raise a boulder out of the ground, encase yourself within it, preventing you from attacking or casting spells. For 8 seconds, you roll forward at 70% increased movement speed, and you're immune to crowd control effects. Usable while stunned, feared, or polymorphed. Good to know. Mountain Hammer, Hand of the Earth, Mother, rejuvenate an ally, healing them for 90. Meh. Reduces the cooldown of Primal Rush. That's a good one. Stone Cold increases maximum health. That's a good one. Fear of the Elements. Primal Rush now generates 10 rage. Love that. Increases your critical strike chance. That one would be good. Increases your intellect, stamina, and hit chance by 3% and expertise. That's another good one. Alright, let's just grab up what we can here. Then LOS them to right here. Come on. Okay. That was easy. Grab you. Look at how simple that was. Yeah, we took a ton of damage, but that's because, you know, we're still trying to figure this completely out. But that was impressive. That was good. I liked that. Ugh. I think this would make a good tank for a challenge so far. I mean, granted, we're level 11, so who knows? It says we have something that can be leveled up too, so we'll check that here in just half a second. Boop. Oh, hold on. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're actually going to run down here, grab those tools, and then we're going to run up here. Actually, we're going to just run like we're going to go to do this quest first. Because there's 3 tools we can grab there, and then we can come back and do this cave. And then that gives us 2 quests to turn in right there. And then from there, it is we go up and do the harpies, we do the dark storms, and we do the crocodiles all in one go, too. And actually, it's going to be 3 quests on this side. And then like 4 on the other. Ugh. I see 1, 2. Don't see the 3rd. There's 1 here. The 3rd's going to be right over the side railing, isn't it? There it is. And then up and over this way. I just realized what we could have done for the wheel to figure out exactly what we wanted to do is I could have done one that was like DPS, tank, or heals. I'm glad I didn't do it this way just because of how dead the server is, but this is the way we could have done it. You. Uh-huh. But yeah, I mean, we could have really made the wheel just something crazy to figure out what we wanted to play today, but kind of glad we didn't. Like, I'm really liking this Primalist. Come on. For whatever reason, we didn't aggro him. Come on. See, this class feels solid. I'd say if you like shamans and you want a tank class that feels like the shaman, come play the Primalist. Well, we're running for the boss and anybody else we can pick up. Come on. There we go. Class to that. Need one more Maradon, one more Sorceress, and we are done with this area. Come on, give it in range. Yeah, I'll fight two of them, it's fine. There we go, all done. Finished, finito, es todo, no más. And whatever other languages people know how to say no more in. Alright, turn in that quest. Let's mount up. We get to go turn in 2 more quests inside town. And then that will definitely get us to 12. And then we just head off to the other side of it. So we are speed running this. Loving it. What's up, little troll? I saw you. We're going to run up here first. I'm going to turn in this. Ooh. 1, 1, 1. So they're all the same. Here's level 12. Level 60 Templar. I thought about, for Devin and I's run, trying to go Templar. Like, if he wanted to go heals, I was probably going to go Templar for tank ability. Because the last time we were playing on here... Hi. Oh, what's up, Light? So, like, the last time we played, Templar was that class that could just solo literally everything. It didn't really require much effort. I'm not sure what... Are you trying to do something, Light? Just curious, man. Like, if you're wanting to go do something, I got no problem running stuff, but sadly, I'm not level 15 yet, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, Templar just used to be that beast of a class that could absolutely devastate dungeons by itself in tank spec. Like, you didn't need a healer because it had really good self heals. You didn't need a DPS class because it did plenty of damage, and you were one heck of a mitigation tank. You know, you would need to take food in with you, obviously, to dungeons, but outside of that, you really didn't need anything for the Templar. I don't know if that's the case anymore. You know, I'm gonna have to play all the classes and do an updated tier list for them and all that fun stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. go. Come on. Come on. We're just gonna gather all you guys up. Come on. Can I taunt that one too? Yeah. Boom. All right, that quest is done. Mount up again. Then we're gonna run over here, grab her quest. We'll go do the alligators first. Then, well, now we'll grab her quest, drop down, take out Fizzle, and then just book it out to go take out the alligators. Strength and honor. But yeah, Light, if you were wanting to do something, man, just let me know in chat. I got no problem going off and doing anything. It's just I'm not level 15 yet, so the only thing I can do is mana storms if you're wanting to do mana storms. Look at that. Oh, that is great. Not only do we fall down, take basically half our life in damage, but then we absolutely just bodied that whole room in one go. This class is a lot of fun. I don't know why I never played this. I'll have to let Devin know how fun this one is. Like, I texted him to let him know that I was streaming in case he wanted to get on, but I guess he was busy doing other stuff. But that was a lot of fun. That right there just made this class 100% worth it for me. And, like, we've got one skill over here to do. We could do max health. Yeah, we're going to go max health first. We'll eventually probably get that roly-poly skill. They keep throwing lightning bolts at me. Oh no. Like, that's another thing too, is like I would really like to get on with Devin and just start going through some of these challenges that you can do. You know, complete adventure mode. Hardcore is solo, I believe. But like, just, you know, whatever ones that we could do together, I would love to do those together. You know what I mean? Now, are we gonna get lucky and get it off the first drop? No. Second drop? No. Third and fourth drop? No and no. Good lord, this is the longest I've ever had to do on this quest. I usually get it within the first 4. Usually I get it in the first 1, but... Still nada. Okay, so let's go back. Taunt you. Because even though it's the correct Crocolisk, because we had to change phases, maybe? I don't know. There it is. Okay, now we get to go turn in all that. Speed running! That's what I'm talking about right there. Yep, no, I was still going right away. Okay. For whatever reason, I thought I ran past this chick's house. Okay. It's the most annoying crying in this entire game, in my opinion. It's like, if you guys watch Viva La Dirt, the one that's just like, like, come on, dude. Like, I get that's the whole point for Viva La Dirt, to just make it as obnoxiously dumb as possible, but it's like, that's what her crying reminds me of. It's just him going around doing that. Okay, turn all this in. Then we've got this guy's 2 quests. Then we've got 1 quest over here. Technically 2 quests over here. And then we're done with Duratar. Speaking of which, as soon as we get into town, we need to level up. Well, level our skills, technically. Same difference. Ooh, got a whole bunch of stuff. All right. Okay, so Boon of the Hawk increases your spell haste. We don't need that. That comes off there. Seismic Grasp. Form mud and debris beneath an enemy, dismounting them, making them unable to mount again, and slowing them. That's PvP. So no thank you. Earthquake takes 25 rage. Create an earthquake at the target location, dealing 38 nature damage and slowing the movement. Okay. I like that. Yeah, we can leave that as 3. That's fine. Let's see here. Did we get any new heals that we can throw on? Fey Dust requires Strange Dust. What the heck? Sprinkle an ally with Faith Dust, reducing all nature and arcane damage they take by 3% last 15 minutes. And you need enchanting for that. Really? Okay. Enhances the allies' primal instincts, increasing their strength by 10. Okay, so that's a buff. That can go there. Return to life. Okay. Alright, let's go do that guy's quest. Are you still there, Light? I'll bet you anything. If we had Mana Storm right now on Bronzebeard, we'd be way higher than like 46 or 38. This would definitely be higher. Duo, it just depends on if I find somebody that wanted to do duos. Solo might not be that high just because I haven't found a build that I can really just solo on yet. Well, that's not true. I bet if we took our time carefully, we could do it on the Hunter. Hunter could probably do it for us. Probably wouldn't be any higher than like 50, though. I'd say like, maybe like 55 tops. Oh, we have a point here. Auto attacks now have a 20% chance to grant fissures. Fissures, your next Geo Barrage or Earthquake within 15 seconds is now instant cast free of cost and deals 50% increased damage. That's good. Excuse me. Excuse me again. Oh, Lord. That hurt. Oh. Okay. Raging Earthquake now deals an additional 18 nature damage every 2 seconds for 6 seconds. Or Blessed by the Earth. Damage dealt by Primal Rush and Quake now grant Earth's Rage. Earth's Rage increases movement speed by 4% and haste by 1% for 8 seconds, stacking 5 times. That's actually really good. I think we're going to go with this one first, though, so that our basic attacks have a chance for us to just throw Earthquake or Geode Barrage at a target for free. Then we'll pick up this one, and then we'll pick up this one. And then we'll go from there. But yeah, I think we're gonna grab this one first. Yeah, see, look at that. Boop. Oh wow, that's a good skill. We'll need to make a macro for that. I have no idea what my nephew is doing. Aside from being weird. That's actually popping quite often. I like that. But we can make a macro for this to where it's wherever our cursor is, which is good. Okay, that's all those. Let's go get that turned in. And what's crazy is there's so many changes that have happened on these classes that at this point, every build that we've done with the Ranger, with the Stormbringer, Pyromancer, just all of them, any build video that we have out is going to be obsolete. So we're going to have to redo all those anyway. So that might be a project I work on. Like Thursdays might, instead of being a stream day, may end up just being a project day where I go, okay, I'm going to do, 4 videos today or whatever it is. And start working on getting the build videos back out for CoA. I still think the server's a little dead. I mean, look at chat. I mean, it's like, they call me the Mecca in the streets. Okay, yeah, okay. Not repeating the rest of that. Thank goodness my head is in the way of chat, because that is not appropriate, sir. That, if there was a moderator on right now, would be a quick way to get one banned. Then I can just go, boop. Yeah. Okay, misjudged the distance between all of them. And I forgot that they are spellcasters. Because otherwise, that would have been an awesome attack right there, because I would have been able to get it all on them in one go. But the neat thing is we're able to start clearing this out, and there's no one else here. So, yay. Okay, just need one more of you. Two more of those guys. Once we get back to town, we may go pick up some waters, because we are almost out of mana. Just so that we have a way to get mana back. Besides just standing and waiting, because I don't think I have any... I don't think I have any waters on me. That increases intellect, that's healing. Yeah, we don't have any waters. It's fine. Okay, there we go. All done. Now we get to run back. Turn that in. We are already level 13. 2 more levels, and we can try to do a dungeon. Don't know how well we'll do as a tank, but we can give it a shot. Okay. Really? Okay. Ah. I will say here in about 45 minutes, we'll take a break so I can go chitter chat with family and whatnot. It won't be a long break, probably about an hour long. I'm going to see if Bronzebeard is finally up so we can go play on that shaman, so we can work on that guy. But yes, I think Thursdays will be my days where I just work on these builds, try to find a actual build for each class, at least when it comes to these here, and then give you my ideas for what kind of gear you need, like what stats and whatnot that you should be looking for at max level. But then the rest of the week, we're just going to work on Bronzebeard stuff. So I don't know. All right, here we are. Need another water.
Loktar. Strength. Speak, friend.
Speak, friend. And away we go. Such a nifty bird. What is Jalen doing? Homie is being weird. I wonder if it's because his mom's not home. Maybe she left to go somewhere and he's just acting goofy because no one's home to call him out on being goofy. Dang, you telling me I took out all those people and only got 2? There we go. Quest done. Okay, and we mount up. Overall, I really like this outfit. I'm really liking the Primalist. It's a really fun class. I don't know why we didn't give it a chance. Or maybe, you know, back the last time we played it, maybe it was just one of those classes where at the time it was too clunky. And so it was one of those things where you just had to get to like level 30 to make it decent. Now it feels more put together. It feels powerful. So I'm liking it. Let's see. 4, 1.
Go forth to victory.
We need moolah. Lots of moolah.
Thrall Hall.
Yep, give me the quest. Give me the quest. Okay. Now, if we really wanted to level up, we could have just gone and gotten, like, mining and whatnot. Mining and blacksmithing. That would have helped us level a little bit faster, but we're doing good. We're about to hit 14, so we're 1 level away from attempting to do dungeons. And that's if we can even do dungeons on this server. I don't know if we can. I don't know if Light's still there. I don't know if he wants to do, like, mana storms or something. But, yeah, I mean... is what it is. More running, less rousing. Yeah, if we ever die. But yeah, I'd like to go with Devin and be like, let's do Champion of the People. So that the only way we can level is by doing quests. You can't, you don't get XP from slaying monsters. You only get it from turning in stuff. Artisan's Guild. That one we'll probably never do because I hate the sound of that. Roulette one-time, a Resolute one-time experience. This is where it is old school. So this one we would have to pull out every trick in the book to level up. Gafflezog, I don't, let's see. We gotta kill this guy before level 24. Then reach, you can do dangerous corridors of Red Ridge Abandons Keep. So he's out in Red Ridge Mountains, so it'd be easy to be Alliance for that. Not doing Narcolepsy, sorry. Planestalker, this one's actually really fun. Plus it gives you the Whistle for the Thunder Lizard, Tameable Pet. You just have to go and do these 3 creatures out in the Barrens. Lakota Mani, Owa Tanaka, and Washite Pane. All before level 20, and then hit max level. So that one would be fun to do. Boss Blitz. This is one where you have to solo dungeons. Probably never doing this one. Hardcore Insane. This is where you have to be rested, basically. Embark on an epic journey with a deadly twist. Every hit you take is permanent until you recover in an inn. With no natural regen or healing spells to aid you, your only way to restore health and mana is eating and drinking while inside a rest zone. Plan your escapades out into the open. Like, this one would actually be really, really fun to try with Devin, I think. That one would give you the Homebomb Portal summon, and it would give us a... I don't think we get a pet for it, do we? No, I think we just get the portal. So it's another Hearthstone, essentially, that we would unlock, which would be kind of dope. Let's see. Talk to you. Call boards. This is just free Runes of Ascension. To click that. Thank you. Click you. Nothing you give us anymore. So they really need to get rid of your quest marker. We get this at 15. Increases increases parry rating by 10% of strength, hit rating by 10% of strength, and dodge rating by 10% of your stamina. So strength and stamina are going to be our crucial points here. That's why it's really awesome that we're able to wear this stuff here, because this gives us strength and stamina, tons of it, which is really good. We really could use a couple of weapons that give us strength, which would be nice. We could get rid of that for something that gives us strength, which would be nice if I had anything to replace the wand with. We might look at like the gun or the bow if I have it, or crossbow. But I don't think either of those give strength. I think those give dexterity. So far, healer would not be a good one to go because all you have is mending growth right now. Unless you went the healer spec, in which case you get Hand of the Earth Mother, which is a rage cost. So that you can rejuvenate an ally, healing them for 98. Hopefully this would generate rage for you, but it doesn't look like it does.
Strength and honor.
Like, we can find out. Watch this. While he talks. Does this give us rage? No. It does overheal us, though, which is nice. Okay. Let's see. We could go here with Primal Rush now generates an additional 10 rage, passively generate 4 rage every 6 seconds, which would be good for us. Reduces the cooldown by 6 seconds, which would be good for us. So we want both of these. Let's go with that one for now so that we can get the passive rage. So we'll actually see after about 6 seconds, we'll see it pop up. We can't because we're seeing the rusted bonus that's right there. Speaking of which, we want to go Elf UI, and I believe it was under nameplates. Wasn't it under this one? Okay, hold on. It'll show their level. Right click, self cast, transparent backdrops, micro text, no. Buffs and debuffs, maybe? Done under unit frames. No. Player. Name? Okay. Portrait? No. Rest icon? No. Combat icon? PvP buffs? Fader? Search. Level. That doesn't show me anything. Okay. Cast bar. Information panel. Custom text. I think it was under custom texts. Can I not move? Hello? It may have been under... Yeah. I think it was a custom text that we had to add in order to show our level like that. I'll have to go look. I'll have to go look. And then there was another one, and I was telling Devin about it. Is it under video? No. Interface. Auto dismount on flight. Enable your character will automatically dismount before casting while flying. Oh, okay. I don't care about that. Auto loot, yes. Auto clear away, yes. Block trades, don't care about that. Display. Show cloak, show helm. Show free bag space. Cinematic subtitles. Combat. Attack on assist. Area of effect indicators. My spells, enemy spells. Stop auto attack. Self cast. Stop attack. Automatically switch between auto attack and auto shot. That's fine. Stop auto attack. Objectives. Social. Disable to remove chat. Hover delay. Guild member alert. Auto join guild recruitment channel. Chat style timestamps. Man, we'll leave it as none. Action bars. I don't care about that right now. Names. Name plates. Combat text. Buffs and debuffs. Camera. Action camera, don't care about that. Mouse. Help. Notifications. Lose control. Ascension tutorials. Mouse over casting. Raid profiles. I swear to God, there was a thing that allowed me to get the book to allow me to train all. I swear. Instant quest text, automatic quest tracking, automatic quest progression, updates quest difficulty color, movable world map, wider objective tracker path to Ascension quest offers, in-game navigation, highlight NPC quest objectives, loot sparkle size. We'll do 2. Social, spam filter, remove chat, no, action bars, names. Wait, what's... Whatever. Okay, so it's not in here. Like, I'm not seeing it anywhere. definitely not going to be under sound. It's definitely not under video. I mean, is it under... Chat bubbles, objective frame, threat, miscellaneous. Whatever, let that go there. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to go look at it. But there's a way for me to go in and say, hey, if I want to look at the book here, and it's not like there's a setting for the book. You know what I mean? But like I should be able to tell this, hey, I want to just do train all. You know what I mean? What is this? Cave in, 7 mana. Cave in your target, interrupting spell casting and preventing any spell in that school from being cast. And then I didn't see what the other skill was that we... Was there... Learned cave in. I don't know. See, that says cave in, but I don't remember what the other one was. I think it was just a upgrade. Vanity that I wanted? Yeah. So this gives me attack power, critical strike rating. But outside of that, nothing really... Oh, crap. I was not paying attention. Gun is not... God dang it, I did it again. There's like just this little bitty spot where I'm just falling through instead of staying on the floor. Run all the way this way. All right, there we go. Then I have the gun. Attack power, critical strike rating by 1. So it doesn't look like I have a... Well, I've got a throwable here. That does give me stamina. That would actually be better for us. Well, that gave me stamina, but I don't need spell power or mana regen. Okay. But yeah, I'll have to go back over to Bronzebeard when it opens up and go through all the settings and figure out which one is letting me do the learn all with the Book of Ascension, and then also figure out what the thing was so I could put my level here so that you guys could see it, so we don't have to keep doing this number to figure out our levels. Thursdays, um, I don't know if I'll be able to do it Thursdays. I'll try. It depends on what my schedule. Let's see. My schedule's Thursday is I close, so I'd have to get up ridiculous early to work on videos and then get home to work on more videos. So, like, I may work on one video a day on Thursdays, and then from there, one or two videos, just depending on how long it takes me to do a build video. I might be able to do an entire class for the ones that we've already hit level 60 on. But then, when Devin's not on and I'm not feeling like playing, Diablo 2 or playing, what's the other one I'm playing right now? Path of Exile 2. If I'm not feeling playing either of those, then I would be on here and I'll work on getting another class up to level 60 on CoA so I can get that build out as well. It's one of those things where it depends on what you guys want to see. You know what I mean? Like, doing a tier list, not hard. Doing a is it worth buying or playing in 2025, not hard, though we're about to be in 2026. So I may pull that video out in 2026. I mean, it's just like, I'd like to know what you guys want to see. It really just depends on you guys. I'm always also looking for other video games that might be interesting to put on the channel. So. Okay, so we're going to run up here. We're going to do that quest first. On the way back, we'll pick up the crystal. We'll talk to the guy that was right there because he wants us to go to Crossroads. We'll run up along here. We'll do her quest, and then we'll go to Crossroads because we'll be able to turn in a bunch of stuff. And that should hopefully get us close to 15. I'd like to hit 15 before we take our break, just so that when we do come back, if we're happening to play this class again instead of going over to our druid, we'll be able to do that and level it. So, kind of what I'm thinking. Not sure, honestly. But just looking at total views today, I mean, we've been consistent on how many total people are watching, which is great. I love the consistency. But it's not pulling in what Bronzebeard is. So CoA may be dead in more than one way. But we'll see. And who knows? Maybe when we come back, Devin's able to get on and maybe we stream Diablo 2 tonight and we show you guys the dual druids that we're working on. I'm going a Fury Druid. He's going a Summoner Druid. It was a lot of fun yesterday. We were testing that out last night. That's why there was no stream yesterday. That, and I was having issues with the streaming software, but you will level faster if you prestige thanks to a buff. Yeah, that is true. You will prestige faster, or you will level faster prestiging. Let's pick up you. Pick up all you guys. Not the rare though. Boop. Take constant damage. I can tell you what, though, on Bronzebeard, we wouldn't have been able to do that. I don't care what class we are, aside from Paladin. Paladin's probably the only one that could have gotten away with doing what we just did. And I don't think so. Okay. Okay, so we're going to pick up that crystal so that we can do this quest. We turn in this quest, pick up the quest to go to the crossroads. Yeah. I'm not sure we'll hit 15 by the time we get to our 3-hour mark, since we started super late today. Tomorrow I am off. We will be streaming tomorrow, hopefully Bronzebeard. It will be probably closer to noon before I can get on. For the simple fact that I have to take my car in to get some stuff done. And then as soon as they're done with that, hopefully it doesn't take more than an hour. I'll head back home, and then we'll get things set up and ready to rock and roll for streaming. It just depends on how fast this dealership works at getting, a simple oil change, tire rotation, and figure out what's wrong with my freaking tire. Hopefully that's not going to cost me an arm and a leg. Though I think the tires are under warranty for like 10,000 miles, and I'm not close to that yet. So turn that in. That in. All right. And I will say, if we come back and Bronzebeard is still not working, we may pick up one of our level 60s, so like the Stormbringer or the Ranger, something of that nature, and we will see if we can start getting it better geared. Don't get me wrong, I love the Primalist here, but I'm not sure I really want to stream more leveling of a character that isn't the Shaman. So it'd probably be better for us to just start not leveling, but gearing one of the level 60s that we have. Hopefully, though, we can get on Bronzebeard. because I'd like to finish the shaman, because then all we'd really have left is a healer class, and we would literally have one of every spec available to us, dependent on what we need. You know what I mean? God, this shit really just hurts. Even as good as we are currently with this class, we still dropped below 50% health. Almost leveled doing that quest, though, which is nice. Well, between that quest and the other one. Alright, so now we have this letter that we can go turn in. We've got these chests. We've got these chests. Yeah, the reason why I know for a fact that we didn't need to level up, or like we didn't need to have money per se, to level up our skills back the last time we played CoA, was because we did I did a semi-challenge to myself where I just started gathering as many of these as I could for a while. And we were still making plenty of money, just selling the other crap that we were getting. But I wanted to see what inside these we could get that were really good. Like, I've got 6 of these and freaking 2 of those right now. I don't see any of the other packs that you get. Ugh. So there's that. But yeah, we're just going to run as soon as we can get up over this hill, like right through here. We can just literally run straight and land in town. We might pull a bunch of stuff, but we can do it. And then when we get to town, we will definitely hit level 15. We may hit 15 just discovering town. But when we get to town, we'll hit level 15. We'll save at the inn. We will apply our point that we get at level 15, which is going to come over here. We're going to grab Blessed by the Earth, so that damage dealt by Primal Rush and Quake now grant Earth's Rage, which increases our movement speed by 4% and haste by 1% for 8 seconds, stacks 5 times, which is good because we can use we can use Quake rather quite a bit, and then Primal Rush is also really good. So that's going to be our second one there. Excuse me. But yeah. Having a blast. Running around at the speed of sound. The crossroads. That almost dinged us, finding the crossroads. Well, we can go loopity-loop in here. Let's grab this as our new inn. And then we go run across the street, turn this in, and we will hit level 15. So we got the level 15 passive, so that our parry is increased by strength, our hit rating is increased by strength, and our dodge rating is increased by our health. We're going to go put 1 point right here, like we said. Kaboom. Let's see. Bash. Your auto attacks have a 40% chance to deal 50% weapon damage to all enemies within 5 yards and stun them by 0.5 seconds. It's an instant cast. So is it an instinct? It's a skill, obviously. That's weird, though. That should just be a passive, not a... Oh, no, it's an aura. It's not even a passive. Look at that. So you do bash. It costs you 10 rage. By the way, we do get the resting bonus, which is nice. So you do get the... it costs you 10 rage, and then it also costs you 10 rage per second on top of that. So that... I'm not sure. Call about them dealing 17 physical damage to enemies within 8 yards, taunting them for 4 seconds and granting you fissures. Your next okay, so just it looks like what we really want is just as many fissure like items or skills that give us fissure as best as we can. Click here. Geo Barrage rank 3. Stuff is getting expensive. Ugh. But the other thing that we can do now too is we can come over here and we can activate high risk mode so that we get even more XP. So what we could do is get this buff here. We could fly to Orgrimmar. Right outside of Orgrimmar should be the food buff area. So we do that food buff. Then we just hearth back over here, activate high risk, right? Which for whatever reason it says we're already in high risk, but we shouldn't be. But you get 15% more XP, and then we also get this treasure hunter to where we get more gear. If we have to come back to this character, we'll empty out our inventory. We'll get this buff. We'll go get the other buff. Then we'll get, yeah. I mean, we're just going to buff, and then we're going to try to do a dungeon while we quest. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to take like an hour, maybe 2-hour break, hang out with the fam, see what they're doing, all that fun stuff, and then hopefully Bronzebeard's back up. If it's not back up, then we'll come back over to this one if Devin's not able to get on so that we can play some Diablo for you guys tonight. But other than that, I will catch you heroes in the next one. Thank you for stopping by. If you're not subscribed to the channel, do make sure that you do subscribe. I am trying to hit 8,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We've got 28 days left, getting pretty darn close. If you're not on YouTube, you can follow me on Twitch as well. Every follow, every subscribe lets me know that I'm doing a good job. If there's a class that you want to see, if there's a build that you want to see, if there's a race that you think I should be playing, let me know. I will try all of it. So, other than that, I will catch you guys in the next one. Have fun, be safe, and as always, stay legendary. Peace out, heroes.